Gotcha, sir. Why not? Yeah, sir.
Hi, it's good to see you. Do you need something? The mutant amplifier vastly augments any mutant's natural power. Yes, but it has some serious side effects. The amplifier causes damage to the DNA of any mutant it's used on. Not much. The serum's only worked on Captain America. There's something very peculiar about his physique. He'd wind up with a bunch of muscle-bound beasts, just like you saw in the Omega. There's no problem at all.
Hello again. How may I be of assistance? Namor is the first known hybrid of Homo sapiens and Homo mermanus, humans and merpeople. As with most merpeople, he has an inborn distrust of surface dwellers. The Atlanteans are distant cousins to your race. Because they live in the extreme conditions of the ocean, merpeople are very hardy. They are stronger than humans, can swim up to 30 miles per hour, and live to be over 150 years of age. I am glad to be of assistance.
Grimm's 65th birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Grimm.
We just received a message from Namorita, the cousin of Namor. Apparently, there is a riot going on in Atlantis, unknown. But for some reason, the Atlanteans have forcibly removed Namor from his throne, yes. Which means something is seriously wrong. We do not know. He has been a fair and just ruler for many years, perhaps. But Namor has always been kind to his people. When merpeople and surface dwellers first met, there was quite a bit of hostility. The relationship between our two races is lukewarm at best. Once you reach our Atlantis outpost, you will be infected with a special nanotechnology. Mr. Fantastic and Dr. Pym had a hand in developing it. It will allow you to breathe water with no discomfort. My apologies. You are quite welcome.
What did you think of the Omega, Dr. Richards?
That's quite a facility, Colonel.
SHIELD's directive is to keep the world peace. I'm sure they wouldn't be too happy. We realize now that Doom had no intention of commandeering the helicarrier. Correct. The Omega and the experiments it held was their prime objective all along. Dugan's still trying to sort things out, but apparently the base sustained only minor damage. Yes, they'd been locked in a cold storage unit on level 3. You're welcome.
Grimm's 65th birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Grimm. Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2
Welcome, and good day to you. I am Edwin Jarvis, personal butler to Mr. Anthony Stark. This area is where Mr. Stark carries out the research and development of his Iron Man suit. You may walk around and inspect the facilities. I believe you'll already find several of your compatriots here.
Yeah. The name's Jack Hammer, but you can call me Weasel. Everyone does. Yeah, and don't worry, I came in through the back. No one saw me. Wyatt Wingfoot gave me a damaged laptop. Said you heroes wanted to know what data was on it. Yeah, that laptop holds security information for a building called the Imperium. I can find out, but you'll have to get me the password into SHIELD's priority files. Oh, there's 3 possibilities. Jacob Fury, Baron Strucker, or Gabriel Jones.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you.
Hello again. How may... I know it's a name Colonel Fury would just as soon forget. Jacob Fury was so jealous of his older brother's success, that he turned to a life of crime. Yes, and to make matters worse, the Colonel was forced to kill Jacob. I would suggest you talk to the Black Widow about that name.
Colonel Fury, Red Room is on line 6.
Greetings.
Warning.
I would not say that name too loud. He is a leader of Hydra and a long-time nemesis of Colonel Fury. You should ask Colonel Fury about Mr. Jones. You are...
The President is on line 5, Colonel Fury.
What did you think of the Omega? That's Gabe? Heck yes. He's a great guy. He still is. Gabe's one of my top advisors. You're welcome.
Miss Bambi and Miss Heather are still waiting for you in the main lobby, Mr. Stark.
Hey, how's it going? It definitely belongs to the Black Widow. For most techs, it would have been a lost cause, but for me, I managed to drag up a few tidbits of information. It mostly dealt with a building called the Imperium. I don't know, but that laptop had the layout of the building and all kinds of information about the security. I can, but you need to get me Fury's password into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s priority files. My sources tell me it's one of... That's what I need you to find out. Thanks. When you get back from Atlantis, I'll have all the information you need.
No problem. Has Tony Stark got it made or what? He's rich, he's a genius, and to top it all off, he's got the perfect mustache. Gee, I can't see why. Dr. Doom's in control of an army of supervillains, and the Black Widow is working for him. Are you off your meds? The only thing that would make this worse is if the Earth were destroyed to make way for an intergalactic highway. Of course she is. Hey, I've been at this superhero game long enough to know that the hot chicks always turn evil. If one of Nick's little S.H.I.E.L.D. agents is turned to the dark side, then Nicky'll have to figure it out for himself. No, it isn't. If you finish that sentence, I'm gonna put so much web in your hair, you'll have to shave your head. Sure, sure.
All right.
The Black Widow is up to something, I just know it. Did you see how nervous she was on the helicarrier? Sure looks like it. Yes. That laptop shows all security systems for the building. Not yet. She's his second in command. Yes. Colonel Fury's trust doesn't come easily. Okay, so Daredevil and I were close several years back. And the Black Widow and Daredevil were close not so long ago. No, I'm not. I'm long over Daredevil. If he can find happiness with the Black Widow, I wish them both the best. You're welcome.
I do hate to impose, but if you see a cufflink somewhere in Stark Tower, could you return it to me? It was lost by Mr. Stark, and it has extreme sentimental value to him. My name is Edwin Jarvis. You could say it runs in my blood. It is a dream of Mr. Stark's that was 4 years in the making. No, not any longer. This is primarily where new Iron Man suits are built for Mr. Stark. Oh, indeed he does. But as his designs have grown more and more complex, he has required assistance in manufacturing them. It was my pleasure.
There! I must admit, I find news of a S.H.I.E.L.D. outpost near Atlantis very intriguing. Now I know the extent S.H.I.E.L.D. is willing to go to gather information on countries with closed borders. Indeed it does. And now I wonder if perhaps S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't have an outpost hidden there. We have the largest deposit of vibranium in the world. Over the centuries, fools have tried. but the Black Panther is always there to stop them. Indeed I am. Victor Von Doom has created a sizable army of supervillains. I don't know, but Doom must have a truly grand scheme to risk attacks on the helicarrier and the Omega base. You are quite welcome.
Certainly.
I know seeing the Super Soldier Project has raised some concerns about S.H.I.E.L.D., but let's get all the facts before we cause any trouble. I think S.H.I.E.L.D. has a lot to deal with, and sometimes it makes mistakes. But historically, it's done a great job of keeping the peace. I saw they were testing out a new version of the Super Soldier Serum. The same type of... Yes. During World War II, I volunteered for Operation Rebirth. I exceeded their expectations. I have to admit, things sound kind of suspicious. No. I'd need a lot more evidence before I'd say something like that about the Black Widow. Anytime, friend.
Sure thing.
I've heard people complaining about S.H.I.E.L.D. since we got back from the Omega. I'm telling you, it's gotta stop. I trust Nick Fury. He's pulled my fat out of the fire more times than I can remember. Look, Fury does what he has to keep the world safe. He ain't always got the luxury of playing by the rules. I've known her for a while. She's always been good in a fight. And Fury trusts her. Unless that meathead Weasel comes up with better evidence, I ain't believing nothing against the Black Widow. Of course I am. He's been loyal to me. Let's just say that evil bunch of psychos got hold of me and turned me into their assassin. It caused a lot of people a lot of pain. But Fury helped me out. Kept me alive. Sure thing, bub.
Yes.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you. Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here in the main lobby to see you.
Ah, splendid. You located the missing cufflink. It was a gift from Miss Virginia Potts when she had been Mr. Stark's secretary. It was my pleasure.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you. Mr. Stark,
got it.
there's Miss Bambi and Miss
Could I ask a
Heather
big
here in the
favor
main
of
lobby
you?
to
Would
see
you ask Dr. Pym if he could take a look at the Quinjet's data feed to Stark Tower?
The nanotechnology team will be
Are you
in
kidding?
the Uptronics
Mr.
lab.
Stark built this jet as tough as they come. No problem. She's completely submersible.
Colonel Fury.
Anytime at all,
is
friend.
on line 6. Warning. A small thermonuclear device is missing, and Deadpool was last seen in the weapons lab.
Hey, Johnny. How are things at the Omega base?
Other than almost dying, it was a pretty easy mission.
Ah, that's right. The Quinjet's comm line to the Stark Tower was cutting out. It was no problem at all.
And Miss Heather is still waiting for you in the main lobby, Mr. Stark. Johnny Storm would like you to announce that today
Got
is
it.
Ben Grimm's 65th birthday.
It's good to see you, Jack.
Happy
Wyatt,
birthday,
my
Mr.
friend,
Grimm.
I can't tell you how happy I am you're at the controls of the Quinjet.
Mr. Stark.
Listen up, people. We've been sent here to investigate a situation in Atlantis.
What kind of situation we talking about here, Cap?
An hour ago, Namorita sent a message saying a riot's taking place. A crowd broke into the throne room of Atlantis and dragged Namor off his throne.
Why would the Atlanteans riot? They love Namor.
I don't know. Namorita had to stop transmitting before she could give any details.
How are we to handle a mission in the undersea conditions of Atlantis?
There's nanotechnology at this outpost that will let us breathe and move normally through the water. I want to remind you, the Atlanteans aren't exactly big fans of us surface dwellers.
What if they become violent?
Defend yourselves. We have to help Namor any way we can. He's a valuable ally. That's it. Let's be careful out there.
Yeah, it's clobbering time!
Good. Locate the nanochamber and activate it. Once the nanites are in your bloodstream, you're free to enter the water.
Sure.
Look! Surface dwellers seek to invade our home! Yes. Stop falling down!
Couldn't take the heat?
No problem.
This might leave a mark.
Sir.
Got it.
I require no aid. My people are under some type of mind control. I must save them.
Namor, you have to rest. Here, take this medicine.
Don't worry. The drug only rendered him unconscious. If you went to the ancient temple of Negretti, you'd find seaweed I can use to heal Namor. My people are being brainwashed by devices called sonic emitters. He's a barbarian chief who's always thought he was destined to conquer Atlantis.
You've got that right. You need to find an extremely rare plant known as Walick seaweed.
Pleasant dreams.
You got it.
Certainly.
Yeah!
Stop falling down!
In your face, bad guy.
That is an Eye of Negretti. Take it.
Certainly.
Gotcha!
You got it. Couldn't take the heat?
Why not?
From Atlantis.
Namorita, here's the ingredients you asked for. How's Namor?
He'll be much better now that I have this.
What has happened? And what are you doing here, Sue Richards?
We came to help you, Namor. Your old enemy, Attuma, has stolen your throne and enslaved Atlantis.
Though I am pleased to see you, I have no need for your help. I am quite capable of dealing with Attuma on my own.
You're still very weak. Please, just this once, let us help you.
Atlantis is my responsibility. I'll not let outsiders protect her.
We've been friends a long time, Namor. Trust me when I say that you need to rest. Let us handle Attuma.
I do value your counsel, Sue. For you are as wise as you are beautiful. And though I am loath to admit it, I am not at the peak of my strength. Very well, I will allow it. Once again, Sue, you have proven to be one of the few surface dwellers I consider a friend. Perhaps there is some way I can thank you.
You don't have to thank me, Namor. Just be sure to get some rest. Come on, team. Let's find Attuma and set Atlantis free.
You're near the sonic emitters. They're what's making the Atlanteans so violent.
Guess this just wasn't.
Surface dwellers intend on destroying the sonic emitters, Krang.
Then these humans are as foolish as they are weak, my cousin.
True, but I do savor a chance for battle.
As do I. My feelings exactly.
Leave Atlantis while you still can. Go no further, surface dweller.
Ready for round two?
Yes. Dude, stop falling down!
Sure! Ooh, that had to hurt! Ready for round two?
Destroy the trespassers.
Good. With the sonic emitters destroyed, my people will eventually return to normal. Yes. And who knows what he'll do when he finds out you're ruining his plans.
Sure.
Gotcha!
Thank you. You have saved my life. I am forever in your debt. No, I must repay you.
Sure.
Look, Atuma. These must be the ones who've been causing you so much trouble. Indeed. Your devotion to Namor is pitiful. Surface dwellers. Don't worry about these idiots, Atuma.
Got it.
Yes. How dare you enter my throne room? Fools! You will pay for your insolence! Let me teach them a lesson, Atuma. No. We will work together, Tiger Shark. Okay. I'll talk. Tiger Shark! I'm not about face the Atlanteans after what we did. It was the Masters of Evil, probably. There's a lot there to search through.
Yes.
Before I go, allow me to summon a little entertainment for you. It's the least I can do.
Atlantis owes you a debt of gratitude.
Surface dwellers, I'll have you know I was perfectly capable of handling the situation alone. Yes, well, you did.
You did a good job in Atlantis. Who knows? Atlanteans may even start to tolerate us surface dwellers. And that's why your next stop is his palace in the Valley of Spirits. Yes, I want you to discuss things with Mandarin.
There's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here in the main lobby to see you. Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line too for you.
Deadpool. Blade. Elektra. Nightcrawler. Hawkeye. Blade.
Anybody got something inspirational to say?
Yeah.
Got it.
As you wish, yes.
Well, if you say so.
Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here in the main lobby to see you. Mr. Stark, there's a hair.
That password you gave me worked like a charm. I had no problems getting into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s database. You are gonna love this. The Imperium, it's a S.H.I.E.L.D. think tank. You know, one of those places where they get geniuses together? No. But I can find out by hacking into the S.H.I.E.L.D. priority database. But I need help from one of the few guys who can crack that code. C.B. Cebulski, or a guy named Barouge. I need you to talk to Hank Pym and find out which of those two guys I can trust.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line too for you. Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here
Hi,
in the main lobby
it's good to see you.
you.
They're advanced technology that Mandarin took from the wreckage of an alien starship. They offer a wide range of attacks, from force fields to ice blasts to disintegration beams. That's a robot created by Mandarin to battle Iron Man. It's huge from what I hear. Ultimo's programmed to destroy all life in its path. Cebulski? Oh yeah, I knew him back at MIT. A real computer genius. Too bad he ran with the hacker crowd. On a dare, CB tapped into the financial system of a major electric company and gave everyone 50 cents off their next bill. Yeah, but I've got to hand it to CB. He never gave up the names of the other hackers he worked with, even when he was threatened with jail. No. Try Vision. I bet he'd know. Ah, that's right. No problem.
Yeah. Welcome. Do you have a question for me? He was the son of one of the richest men in China, but he was orphaned at an early age and was raised by an aunt who despised the world. Yes, something of a scientific wonderkind. Mandarin attended very prestigious schools both in China and abroad. There was a change in the power structure of China, and Mandarin lost all of his wealth and power. It is an area in China that had long been deserted. The Axon Kar, dragon-like creatures from the planet Maklu 4. Baroj. Yes, he is a computer criminal from Canada, wanted in several countries for ID theft. Definitely, Baroj has executed several very sophisticated crimes, but I would recommend you stay away from him. He is not trustworthy. No, but Hank Pym might. I am glad.
Warning. A small thermonuclear device is missing, and this was last seen in the weapons lab.
Sure. Hello, Elektra.
Hello, Black Widow.
He is a genius who has developed 10 rings of power from alien technology. Very. But Iron Man could fill you in on the specifics. It is a valley in mainland China, where Mandarin discovered the wreckage of an ancient starship, the Axon Kar, dragon-like creatures from the planet Maklu 4. He reassembled it in a deserted castle in the Valley of Spirits. They were intended to serve as energy sources for the warp drive engines of the alien starship. My apologies. I should have given it to him as soon as... You are most...
Yeah.
While you're at Mandarin's palace, I need you to bring back the latest Ultimo schematics. No one's sure. Tome of Asarius is an ancient mystical text that explains alternate dimensions. It deals primarily with Mephisto's realm, the Halls of Fear, and the Shadow Realm. All we know is that they've taken the Super Soldier Serum, the Mutant Amplifier, and the Tome of Asarius. That's the question everyone's trying to answer. According to Namorita, the sonic emitters are completely destroyed and the Atlanteans have begun cleanup of their city. No, quite the opposite. They're grateful. Certainly.
Well, if you say so.
Warning. A small thermo...
Hey, what up? Oh, that's where data for all the super secret projects is kept. Oh, yeah. The SHIELD Priority Database is like... It's like one of the holy grails of hacking. They are the creme de la creme of computer geeks. CB and Baroj are the only two guys who've made their way into SHIELD files. Well, and live to tell about it. I'd like to think there's honor amongst thieves, but either one of those guys could turn me in, just for the fun of it. It's not like I got something better to do.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, you know...
I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to seeing Mandarin again. It's gonna be like old times. Oh yeah, me and Mandarin go way back. I've been locked up in his palace so many times I thought about having my mail forwarded there. A genius, psychotic, delusional, and out to kill me with a vengeance. It all started when I was kidnapped back in my youth. No. Another scientist and I designed armor that would keep my heart beating as well as help us get away. Yes. For the longest time, I wore a chest plate that acted as a pacemaker. No, my condition was corrected and now my heart is fine. Anytime, my friend.
Greetings.
All this commotion with the S.H.I.E.L.D. personnel has me somewhat flustered, I'm afraid. Yes, I find this Mr. Weasel to be quite unnerving. Not to worry. They haven't set foot in this area. You have my solemn word on it. It was my pleasure.
Hi, can I help? Yes. People are saying she was trying to get information to Doom during the helicarrier battle. There's still not enough evidence to convince me. While attempting to stop a missile heading for London, I fell into the ocean and was frozen. Yes, I'm sure it was the super soldier serum that kept me alive. Yes, his name was Bucky. He was a great kid, and a great friend. He died in an airplane explosion, or it's assumed he did. His body was never found. Anytime, friend.
I am glad we were able to help the Atlanteans. My father, T'Chaka, was the king before me. No, it was not that easy. It is a very rare metal that absorbs any type of vibration. Indeed. Many have tried, actually. His scheme was far more diabolical. You are quite welcome.
Gee, back for some more witty conversation? That it's a think tank? Yeah. But the big question is, what are they thinking about? Well, are they good guys who are helping humanity? Can't say that I'm a big fan. Maybe it's my loner state of mind, but maybe I'm just jealous of their limitless budget. It's the same old story you've heard 100 times. Boy gets bit by radioactive spider, boy gets spider superpowers. Yes way. Only problem is, I can't spin webs. I had to create wrist devices to do that. You know me, I'm just here to help.
Hey, bub. What's up? I trust Nick Fury. Look, Fury does what he has to keep... Sure thing.
As you wish, yes.
Yeah? You need... Sure.
That's a big 10-4.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you. Mr. Stark, there's
Hi,
a spam
can I take you somewhere?
Miss Heather here in the main lobby to see you.
Loki, are you certain your ploy in Atlantis worked?
My good doctor, how could you doubt the god of mischief? My performance as Mandarin was flawless. Rest assured, the heroes will travel to the Valley of Spirits.
I wonder who will be the worst for this confrontation. The heroes or Mandarin?
It matters not, so long as one of them pays the ultimate price.
The traitorous Mandarin will most likely meet his demise. But not without destroying several of Fury's lackeys first.
Indeed. I would find it most enjoyable if my dear brother Thor were to fall in battle, long as he been a thorn in my side. Oh, don't look so sad, Enchantress. When our ultimate plan is realized, you will find others more worthy of your attention than Thor.
I should hope so, Loki. Still, it saddens me that Thor must die. He is truly a god to be admired.
That pompous fool's overdeveloped physique is nothing compared to my conniving intellect. Now, I have longed to crush his self-righteous countenance beneath my booted heel.
Silence! All of you. My scanners show the heroes are in the Valley of Spirits. We have set the stage, and the players have arrived. Now, let us watch and see who will survive this tale of deception.
Excellent.
As you wish, yes. No. Negative.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just what I was thinking. It's as if I can't go this way.
Yeah. It's been a slice.
All right.
That's a Big 10-4.
Are you?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you say so.
Warriors!
We'll do it.
Just what I was thinking.
Okay.
I just wish we could have been friends.
As you wish, yes.
Yeah. Not so tough now.
Okie doke. That was easy. That's a Big 10-4. As tough as you looked.
Sure.
Just what I was thinking.
You will...
As you wish, yes.
Get it. You want as tough as you look.
Just what I was thinking.
Ultimo and Dragon Man. That is most impressive. I too have my share of surprises. For I am the Grey Gargoyle. What you want is of no importance, my friend.
Just what I...
As you wish, yes.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Well, if you say so.
Cyclops. Storm. Iceman.
Colossus.
X-Men!
I hope we see Dr. Doom.
Yes.
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 Will do.
Need a break. Did I just give you? No one can defeat a mighty Colossus.
Yes.
Of course.
Affirmative. Let's keep moving.
Yes.
Try, comrade, but we lose.
Why not?
defeat the mighty. This will be most.
Yes.
Yes.
So, still you persist in this foolish quest of attacking me in my palace? Correct. Its enriched titanium casing is laced with vibranium. So you see, it...
Why not?
Yes.
Affirmative.
Why not?
Nope. Yes.
I hope you can bounce.
Yes. Score one for me.
Why not?
Will do.
Why not?
Yes.
My friends, it is
most fortuitous that you chose to arrive when you did. A precious magical item known as the Orb of Agamotto was stolen from me. I'm splendid. Let's team up and see what we can find, shall we?
Why not?
This villain is great.
Will do.
Why not?
Yes.
Affirmative.
Why not?
Yes.
We've located the orb.
Will do.
Sometimes I forget how strong I
Yes.
Will do.
You may have defeated those incompetent louts throughout my palace. Now you will face the power of the Mandarin! I'll soon learn what
Why not?
Yes.
Yes.
Why not?
Yes.
Of course.
Not at all. I merely have a new experiment I'd like to test in a real-world situation. Allow me to introduce my latest creation. I think they'll be quite attractive.
Oh man, that had to hurt.
It would appear my creations aren't enough of a challenge for you, but fear not.
Affirmative.
happy to keep you busy while they enacted the next step.
Team, once you're finished with Mandarin, return to base immediately. Welcome back from Mandarin's palace. It looks like the Masters of Evil managed to pull a fast one on us and kidnap 2 X-Men, Jean Grey and Nightcrawler. For the next part of the operation, we're moving our headquarters to another location.
There's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here in the main lobby to see you.
You have the Ultimo schematics. Good work. The lab coats are going to spend weeks looking at
The
these.
nanotechnology team will be meeting in the Uptronics lab.
Hurry up. One.
Colonel Fury.
Yes?
Red Room
Can I-
is on line 6.
You are...
Warning. A small thermonuclear device is missing, and Deadpool was last seen in the weapons lab. The President is on line 5,